What if a country many thought was drifting away from Beijing is quietly taking delivery of some of China's most advanced armored vehicles? What if the future of South Asian land warfare is being reshaped not with heavyweight monsters, but with fast, smart, mountain-ready tanks? And what if this move signals that the China-Bangladesh defense partnership is far from over? The Bangladesh Army has now received a fresh batch of Chinese Type 15 lightweight tanks, also known on the export market as the VT-5. And this is not just another routine equipment delivery. This is the continuation of a modernization plan that already saw one full regiment re-equipped with 44 of these vehicles in 2025. That first phase marked a major shift away from aging Cold War armor, and this new batch strongly suggests that Dhaka is doubling down on the platform rather than stepping back from Chinese military cooperation. This development comes at a time when many analysts expected the exact opposite. After the dramatic political upheaval in July 2025, when mass student protests toppled the government and a new leadership seen as closer to the United States and the broader Western bloc came to power, there was widespread speculation that Bangladesh would pivot its defense procurement strategy toward Western suppliers. Yet the arrival of more Type 15 tanks tells a very different story. Instead of a sudden strategic divorce, what we are seeing looks more like a continuation of a long-term military relationship with China, at least in the land warfare domain. The Type 15 is a very different machine from the traditional main battle tanks people usually imagine. It is around 40% lighter than China's heavyweight Type 99, and that weight reduction completely changes how and where it can fight. Rather than relying on sheer mass and thick armor, the tank is built for mobility, flexibility, and advanced firepower packed into a smaller frame. Its 105mm main gun may sound modest compared to the larger guns on heavier tanks, but the real strength lies in the ammunition it fires. Laser-guided anti-tank missiles, modern kinetic energy penetrators, and advanced fire control systems allow it to threaten even heavily armored opponents. Bangladeshi sources claim that its most advanced rounds are capable of penetrating the frontal armor of much larger tanks, such as the Russian T-90, which is an extraordinary claim for a vehicle in this weight class. Mobility is where the Type 15 truly stands out. It was originally designed for China's own high-altitude and mountainous regions, areas where heavy tanks struggle to move, let alone fight effectively. Its hydro-pneumatic suspension system can dynamically adjust ground clearance, allowing the tank to adapt to rough terrain, riverine environments, soft soil, and limited heavy-duty infrastructure. For a country like Bangladesh, with its mix of river networks, floodplains, soft soil, and limited heavy-duty infrastructure, this kind of lightweight and adaptable armored vehicle makes far more operational sense than traditional heavy main battle tanks. At the same time, the broader procurement picture shows that this is not an isolated purchase. Bangladesh has approved the acquisition of SY-400 tactical ballistic missiles, and there are ongoing discussions about potential fighter deals involving the J-10C and the JF-17 Block 3. Taken together, these programs point toward a military that is seeking long-range strike capability, modern air power, and highly mobile armored forces, all while maintaining strong links with Chinese defense industry. There is also another layer to this story, and it is about the future of tank warfare itself. China has already begun testing what appears to be a next-generation lightweight tank, a direct successor to the Type 15. First seen in mid-2024 and now in advanced trials, this new platform is expected to introduce features that could fundamentally change how armored vehicles are designed. One of the most radical ideas is the reduction of the crew to just 2 personnel through extremely high levels of automation and artificial intelligence. Fewer crew members mean a smaller internal volume, which allows for better armor protection without increasing weight. It also changes survivability, training requirements, and battlefield logistics.
The layout of these next-generation tanks is also evolving. Instead of the traditional separated crew positions, the new designs place the crew side by side in a protected central capsule, a concept aimed at maximizing survival if the vehicle is hit. This is similar to what has been seen in China's newest main battle tank generation, often referred to as the Type 100, which reportedly entered service in 2025 and marked a major milestone in global armored warfare. For Bangladesh, staying connected to this ecosystem means access not only to current platforms like the Type 15, but also to future technologies that could redefine its armored core over the next 2 decades. And then there is the heavier side of the equation. In August 2025, the VT-4 main battle tank appeared in Bangladesh Army camouflage for the first time. That single visual sparked intense speculation that a contract had already been signed behind closed doors. The VT-4 is a much heavier and more traditional main battle tank compared to the Type 15, but it comes with one of the most important modern battlefield technologies, the GL-5 Hard Kill Active Protection System. This system is designed to intercept incoming anti-tank missiles and rockets before they hit the vehicle, dramatically increasing survivability in modern combat. The VT-4 has already been exported to countries like Pakistan and Thailand, and it represents China's top-tier export tank. If Bangladesh does move forward with this purchase, it would mean the Army is not choosing between lightweight and heavyweight armor, but building a balanced force where each type plays a different role. All of these new platforms are set to replace the Type 59 tanks that have served for decades. Those tanks, based on the Soviet T-55 design and produced in China during the Cold War, were once the backbone of Bangladesh's armored forces. But in today's battlefield, they are outmatched in terms of firepower, protection, sensors, and mobility. Replacing more than 100 of these aging vehicles with modern tanks represents one of the most significant transformations in the history of the Bangladesh Army. So the big question is not just about tanks, it's about strategy. Is Bangladesh quietly maintaining a multi-vector defense policy where it keeps Western diplomatic ties while continuing to rely on China for major military hardware? Is this a purely practical decision based on cost, availability, and training compatibility? Or does it signal that the foundations of the China-Bangladesh defense relationship are far stronger than many observers assumed after the political changes of 2025? Subscribe for more updates and comment to show me your opinion.